What's going on? A pluses, nerd mixes. It is your boy ND Uchiha, Mr. Nerd Mix Alpha himself, and I'm here to bring you the review for episode 4 of What If Doctor Strange Lost His Heart instead of his hands. Now, this was a very interesting episode to me because of the way it ended, also how dark it was, to be totally honest with you, and it letting you believe or actually be able to see what grief could actually do to a person. And if Doctor Strange wasn't the type of person to evaluate a situation and be able to let go and grieve properly, uh basically what could have happened in that type of scenario. All right. Now, with this particular episode, the what if scenario was, you remember when Doctor Strange had that party and then he was supposed to go accept the award or whatever, and he rode off by himself in the little fancy sports car and ended up like getting into an accident and losing the function of his hands. Well, that was flipped because the love of his life went with him this time to for him to go be able to accept that award. And instead of him losing the function of his hands, he got into an accident and she ended up dying instead, right? Fixed point in time. No matter what happens, she was always going to die. It's crazy because in this episode, you end up with a version of Doctor Strange watching his love, his heart, the person that meant the most to him, die over and over and over and over again. And even with the Eye of Agamotto and the Time Stone, there was nothing he was going to be able to do to fix that because he wasn't powerful enough to do so, right? So you get two different versions of Doctor Strange in this, one that makes the proper choice and the one that makes the negative choice. And the only reason you ended up with that is because you had the ancient one come through and split these two. She made two timelines in the same time. I know it sounds confusing, but that's exactly what she did. Two timelines be able to function in the same time so that there was a version of Doctor Strange able to stop the other one, right? So you got the negative, I'm called the negative version of Doctor Strange. That would be the one that's on the right side of the screen, and the positive version of Doctor Strange is the one that's on the left side of the screen. So anytime referring to the negative, you know I'm talking to the dude that looks like he has on too much makeup and has gotten enough sleep. Uh, the voice acting in this episode itself was better than what we got in the other three, and I was really able to get enthralled in what was going on in this situation when it went to this episode of What If. The best parts of this were watching the deterioration of Doctor Strange over time, uh getting drunk with power in order to, because he wasn't necessarily a bad person, right? Lovesick, grief-stricken, but was going about things the wrong way and got into his own self and became selfish with the need of being able to see his loved one uh once again being back alive, just doing his best to trying to correct that situation. Seeing his attachment to her was in this particular way, I felt built more character than even in the Doctor Strange movie and the relationship between those two, you know. So it really made you feel the love, the passion he had for this individual, for this woman, and why he would go to the lengths of what he did in order to be able to sacrifice all of reality in order to bring her back. All right. So to crave power, to get the power he needed, he realized he didn't have enough power to bring her back, that there had to be some way, even though everybody's telling her there's no way to do it. uh there's no magic that can do something like that. He ends up going to this library, like this legendary library, and figuring out a way to accumulate more power. Now, this was actually a really interesting scene because the way he was accumulating power was actually opening portals to enter to like interdimensional beings, like those beings that exist in between dimensions, similar to like Sumo Graph or the tentacle monster that we have been seeing in multiple episodes. So this has to lead to something to connect all these episodes together, because when he first pulls that out, he's not able to take it over. So he starts smaller. The funny thing is like he draws himself a buzz because he didn't take the bug in. He just took the cape off the bug, but didn't take the bug itself, right? So he ends up absorbing all these different beings to gain all this power, and finds out that it's still not enough power. So you have the real the positive Doctor Strange, who he ends up eventually approaching and is trying to tell him, we love her, we love her, we love her. Help me bring her back. I know we can do it. I just need your help. And this awesome battle ensues between the two, even between the capes. That's what got me. It wasn't just about Doctor Strange and because the cape itself, it to me is a person, right? So that was interesting to me. But watching them two defend their two different Doctor Stranges and how they were doing, and then when the positive Doctor Strange's cape actually got around the negative Doctor Strange, and watch him burning that away, you actually felt like you lost a person. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy to me. And now the voice cast was on point because you had Benedict Cumberbatch. He returned in the role of Stephen Strange. The beautiful Rachel McAdams as Christine. Benedict Wong as Wong. Tilda Swinton returned as the ancient one. And Leslie Bibb was this Christine Everhart, and they also had a new addition. I don't know who this character actually is, but he was voiced by Ike Amadi. I think it was like Obing or Obin. I know I don't pronounce it right, but it's interesting. But it was like the classic time machine trying to alter time in order to get what you want, and in the end finding out there was absolutely nothing you could do. This was the first interaction of the Watcher where he didn't really interact. He just had a conversation with Stephen Strange, and Stephen Strange connecting with these interdimensional beings actually sent the Watcher there earlier when he started to, what I'm saying, make the wrong choices. And you feel as if the Watcher uh could have did something, but still living by his code of he can't interfere. But if he could punish Doctor Strange in place of this universe ending, he would. So it's cool to me at what's going on. I mean, you even had a cool battle between Strange and the Ancient One, and then when the negative Doctor Strange finds Obing, um, I believe I'm going to do a little bit more research into him, but I do believe from everyone that I've been talking to, they tell me he's like a vital Marvel Magic character. Like he's big news when it comes to Marvel. We still don't know what this tentacle creature is. I think it's the same creature the Guardians fought in the Guardians of the Galaxy, right? When they were fighting the tentacle creature at the beginning of the Guardians of the Galaxy 2, when little group was running around and stuff like that. But it is the same tentacle scene in the episode 1 of What If. And he just wants to harness all the creature's powers, and it's all for the selfish need of bringing back Christine. So the ancient one, this is interesting the way that she did this, because the ancient one split the timelines, creating two Doctor Stranges. One went to try to pursue to save Christine. The other one just kind of chilled out with Wong. You know what I'm saying? Knew that the decision to do was kind of bad, like thought about it, but actually didn't make that world-ending decision, which ended up putting him on a direct collision course with the negative Doctor Strange. Or the subtitles call him Strange Supreme. So I think that's the same thing as the pop. I got the T'Challa Star Lord right here. So on the back of the box, because it is the colors and even the same color as the character, you know what I'm saying, because he doesn't have the normal colors of the Doctor Strange. I don't know if you guys can see that. Even on the box, he's called Doctor Strange Supreme. uh these are the pops that came out for the whiff: Captain Carter, T'Challa, Star Lord, the Hydra Stomper. We haven't seen Gamora, daughter of Thanos, yet. and Doctor Strange Supreme. So I guess the character is called Strange Supreme. So it's going to be interesting in what we end up seeing with that. But to get back into what we're talking about as far as like the episode goes, right? After he absorbs all of that, they end up having the big battle between the Doctor Stranges, and our chill Doctor Strange, the positive Doctor Strange, ends up losing and getting absorbed. When he ends up losing and getting absorbed, the Strange Supreme um brings back Christine only for her to get destroyed with the reality that he just destroyed. Like he brings her back, and then she gets to see the mistake that he made, and she gets to see the reason that she's dying again is because of him. So Strange Supreme's plans actually ended up with him destroying reality, and he even pleads with the Watcher to like save the universe, um admitting that he's doing wrong, and just asking him, telling him, you're a god, you can fix this. But the Watcher says, not my place, I just watch, I don't interfere. He even said he would love to punish Strange and save Christine and save the universe, but he can't. And then he just fades off like onto a different plane, and Doctor Strange sitting there in the little crystal that he surrounded himself with sits there as everything, even Christine, melts away in his hands. The universe is ended, and it's just him sitting there with the realization that his selfishness, his not being able to get over his grief, not only did he lose Christine again, but he destroyed the entire universe. And that's how the episode ended. uh the I that there was dope stuff that happened in this. The multiple deaths of Christine kind of got to me, but it put you into the mode of why Strange Supreme was doing what he did. Him absorbing a lot of the multiple creatures was really cool. The cloak hands down looks better than any cloak I ever seen him wear. So I can't wait to get that pop, because that is going to be amazing. Um and I mean, it's the power of the cloaks fighting each other was one of the really, really cool animation skits that happened in the episode itself. They were really dope. I really, really enjoyed it. It was a really good episode, and I like the fact that all the episodes aren't ending on like a happy basis. You know what I'm saying? Like we're actually getting the real situations ending as they should. So that is honestly super, super dope too. And I love the fact that we got that. So I really can't wait for the next episode, especially when we know that everything is not going to end in a happy ending, and that they really want to tell these stories in the way that they want to tell them. So, hands down, I now get me wrong, I love the T'Challa episode. It even made me go out and buy the T'Challa Star Lord, but for storytelling purposes and knowing that any of these what ifs can end in any way, this particular one sets the standard for what I want to see out of the rest of these episodes, and I cannot flipping wait for the next one. What did you guys think about this episode of What If? Put it in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, like, hit that notification bell so you know every time we drop a new review or some type of news for you guys to check out. You can follow us at A Plus Opinions, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Just follow the tag right there. You can follow me everywhere at Nerd Mix Alpha. Make sure you guys check it out. You can search my music at Indie Uchiha. If on all streaming platforms, if you send me a DM on Instagram of a screenshot of you listening to one of my songs, I will send you a A plus or a Nerd Mix t-shirt. That's all you got to do. You know what I'm saying? For the first 10 people that do it, if you send me a screenshot of you listening to one of my songs, I will send you a plus hero report or a Nerd Mix t-shirt of your choice. All right, guys. So until next time, as always, keep it A plus. This has been a Nerd Mix, and Adam's going to let you guys know how you can get involved in the Patreon. I'll see you guys later.
If you enjoy our content and want to be a part of helping our channel grow, become a patron supporter. We have affordable tiers to choose from that offer a variety of exclusive and early access content, from audio files for all of our shows for you to enjoy on the road, access to our Discord community, and plenty of reactions, reviews, character breakdowns, and more. Check us out at patreon.com/A+opinions. And as always, remember, like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so anytime we drop a brand new video, you will be notified.